My name's Lee. I served in Vietnam from June of 1969 to June of 1970. I was a military police sentry dog handler. What that means is that my dog Shep and I guarded food yards, ammunition dumps, petroleum depots, and guarded them against infiltrators. We taught the dogs how to pick up on human scent and alert us that someone was close to our perimeter. If we were able to pick up that scent soon enough, we could handle the infiltrator with a rifle or a grenade. If the infiltrator got inside of the perimeter, then the dog was trained to attack and kill. One night I was guarding a food yard in Pleiku, and Shep alerted. Now, we only worked at night, and it was very dark out. I followed Shep, and he took me to a garbage can near the concertina wire where a little boy had grabbed a rotten apple and shoved it in his mouth, and he was busy swallowing that apple without even chewing it. And I'm supposed to turn my dog loose and kill that little boy? Couldn't do it. I'm a Christian, and what Jesus Christ said I believe to be true. Treat other people the way you'd like to be treated yourself. I knew enough Vietnamese that I asked the little boy where he lived, and he told me. And then I told him, you get out of here and don't you ever come back again. And that night I took a loaf of bread and a can of tuna, and when we drove by the little boy's house, I shoved him out the side of the vehicle. And I did that every night. About a week later, this little boy showed up in the barracks, and he told me, GI be in bunker at 8 o'clock tonight. At 8 o'clock that night, we got rocketed and mortared. And I knew about every single attack that was going to take place from that point on, and I knew it long before intelligence did. I had taken care of that little boy, and he was taking care of me. I heard about an orphanage in Pleiku that had been damaged with mortar fire, and I told the guys I'm going to buy some candy and go to that orphanage and see if I can cheer the kids up a little bit. I was leaving the barracks, and one of the guys stopped me and said, hey Dad, here's $5. Buy a little extra candy. By the time I got out of the barracks, I had $50, and in Vietnam that would buy a lot of candy. I filled a taxi, went to the orphanage, and the kids wouldn't eat it. I found out through an interpreter that the Viet Cong had told the kids that GIs would try and poison them. So I ate a whole bunch of candy to prove to the kids that it wasn't poison, and then they all dove right in. I saw the damage that the orphanage had, and being a farm boy, I knew carpentry, plumbing, electricity, and I thought, well, I can make some repairs here. One by one, the guys in the company decided to join me. They said I'd rather go do something worthwhile than go downtown and waste my time. And eventually the whole company joined in. We repaired the orphanage. We even built a merry-go-round, a swing set, a slide, and every guy adopted 2 or 3 kids as theirs. I saw some pretty hardened individuals break into tears when they had to leave that little boy or little girl they had grown to love. I was drafted. Most of the guys I served with were drafted. I didn't believe in the war. Most of the guys I served with didn't believe in the war either. But we did believe in doing our duty for our country. And we did. I got on my Freedom Bird to head home, and I landed in Seattle, Washington. When I got off that plane and was headed into the airport, a guy spit on me and called me a baby killer. Now that hurt, but that was my welcome home. I'm here to tell you I am proud that I did my duty for my country. Those are just some of the experiences I had while I was in Vietnam. I wrote a book that includes those experiences and a whole bunch more. If you're interested, the name of the book is Kong Catchers. That's a picture of me and Shep on the front cover. The book's available at Amazon and at Barnes & Noble. Thank you for listening, and God bless.